Welcome, wrestling fans, to the Holy Dome in beautiful Northeast Minneapolis. First thing on my agenda today is to read a very important message from Stanley Sideburn, president of the NEWA, and I quote, "For the last 16 months, I've tried to force Golden Boy Raj, Macho Bob, and Chic Rock Hamilton into some kind of cage match with Disco Dick. The cowards would not accept. The Sheik actually left the country in fear. Finally, an agreement has been reached. There will be a substitute tag team title match. Golden Boy will sub for Macho Bob. The Masked Scooter will substitute for Chic Rock. These two will defend the NEWA belts on this card tonight. These heels will be allowed to choose one of their opponents. If they win the match, they will retain their belts. Macho Bob will get the day off, and Disco Dick will retire from professional wrestling in the NEWA. If they lose the belts, and Macho Bob will face Disco Dick in the cage. I have put together a special video for you to see who the villains have chosen as their opponent. Matt, would you please roll it? Nice you drop in, Fighting.
Top of the day to you, Mean Gare. Let me take this opportunity to thank Disco Dick for offering to be my partner in today's match. However, I've declined his invitation and accepted the invitation of another man, a man that's yet to be defeated in professional wrestling.
Who might that be, Fighting?
That's for me to know and you to find out. You're gonna have to wait like everybody else to see.
Let me ask you a question. You're the champion of the Emerald Isle, correct?
And very proud of it.
How come your NEWA record is 0-72? Must be a small island. Secondly, I've heard your name associated with Tommy Kramer, Hassan Jones, Steve Jordan. Alcohol problem.
Listen, Mean Gare, that alcohol problem is way over-exaggerated. Those matches I lost in the NEWA were all because of a nearsighted, farsighted, lopsided, Scotty, I didn't see it, Schneider referee. I'm telling you this, I'm not taking that from you, and I'm not taking it from the Macho Man, I'm not taking it from Golden Boy, and I'm not taking it from anybody else. You're just gonna have to watch me today.
I think I hit a sore spot. We have one other super title match today between Shorty, Cullums, and Killer Carr. Let's break for a commercial.
Hairstyles of the NEWA are provided by Frank and Nick's Barbershop, Northeast Minneapolis. This is the spot where only the biggest stars of the NEWA go for the latest styles. Here we see Frank giving the little dude a trim before the matches. And here we see Nick making sure that Matt Burns looks his best off camera. Proprietors Frank Johnson and Nick Vescio are undoubtedly the greatest barber tag team in the history of Northeast. Remember, all roads lead to Frank and Nick's Barbershop, 28th and Johnson, Northeast.
Hey, Dan, give me another greenie. This is Macho Bob, and I'm here with all my friends enjoying another fine vacation at Tony Jarris's River Gardens on Lowry and Marshall in Northeast Minneapolis. Last year, I made the mistake of spending big bucks on a Jamaican vacation visiting my in-laws. Sure, I got a suntan all over my beautiful body, and the foxes were all after me. But it just wasn't the same as spending every night for a full week at the River Gardens. Here you don't have to worry about getting sunburned or getting sand kicked in your face. Instead, you can kick back, drink greenies, pick up foxes, and if you're lucky, you may even meet Tony Jarris, superstar from the 1952 World Champion Minneapolis Lakers fake basketball team. So next year, don't go to Rio, don't go to Vegas. Vacation with me here at the River Gardens. Tony Jarris's River Gardens. your vacation paradise in Northeast Minneapolis.
Wrestling fans, I'm standing here with Disco Dick Escola, and we'd both like to take a look at a short clip from a Halloween match of 1987. Matt, would you please roll it?
Anyway, Prelim Bum's in there taking it to Disco Dick. Setting him up to hammer his noggin on the knees of Hammenegger, but Disco Dick, at the last minute, pulled a reversal. Now the villains are hurting units. Disco Dick tags off to Fighting 2, comes in, and he's fighting mad. Throws Prelim Bum into the ropes, comes off the ropes, flying drop kick, levels Prelim. Oh no, Fighting 2 had Prelim down for the count, but Hammenegger came in and interfered. The good guys are taking it to the villains in alternate corners. They pick each guy up for atomic drops, sending both villains colliding in the center of the ring. Disco Dick and Fighting 2 each wind up for bolo punches, cover their man for the pin. There you have it. Winners of the match, Disco Dick and Fighting 2. But wait, what's this? Disco Dick. Now that's rather unsportsmanlike of Disco Dick to keep taking it to these guys. These guys are definitely out cold. Disco Dick proclaiming that he wants the Macho Man. It takes 4 good guys to restrain Disco, but he still gets away, going after the Hammenegger. I don't know what this Disco Dick is thinking. I mean, it's been over a year since he had his stereo broken by the Macho Man.
Disco, I've never seen you so riled up and out of control as I did in that tape we just seen. Can you explain it?
Explain it, Mean Gear? You were there. In front of millions of people on international TV, Macho Bob and his mob, during my interview time, broke my stereo equipment worth $9,000. And ever since that time, I've wanted my measure of revenge. Macho Bob and his mob have run a swath as wide as Sherman's march through Georgia through the NEWA, and I'm sick of it.
Well, I too was there, Disco, like you mentioned, and I got a stereo speaker broken over my noggin. One thing that must upset you, Disco, if Fighting Irishman does not win this match, you have to retire. And on top of that, you cannot be anywhere around ringside. That's one of the rules.
I understand that, Mean Gear, but risks have to be taken. I've been chasing Macho Bob for a year and a half now, and I want him in the cage. This was the only way I could get him in the cage, and I'll do anything to get him in the cage. And I have faith in the Fighting Irishman and his mystery partner to take care of business and get me, Macho Bob, in the cage. I have one more thing to say to make Macho Bob do some thinking. I've never lost a cage match, and I don't intend to start now. I intend to take this mug and rub it right in the cage. Can you imagine the crimson that will flow after that?
I wouldn't want to be in the cage with Disco Dick. But we do have another match we'd like to go to right now in progress, a St. Patty's Day match between Macho Bob and Tonto Peterson. Let's watch it right now.
All right, wrestling fans, here we are, St. Patrick's Day in the Holy Dome, Church of the Squared Circle. Macho Bob versus, who is that again? Tonto Peterson. Tonto Peterson kicking dupe on Macho Bob. Picks him up for a series of blows to the noggin. Getting up and he's doing a war dance right around Macho Buns. He picks up Macho Buns and throws his cranium into the turnbuckle. Picks him up, whips him into the corner. He's tried for the monkey flip, but Macho Bob with a reversal. Macho Bob into the ropes. He gives Tonto a clothesline. Covers him for the pin. And there's the 3 count. Macho Bob Stephenson, victor in this match. Don't go away, fans.
Hi, Mean Gare here. I'm very excited today to introduce to you a new sponsor to the NEWA, Master Daters. And who better to describe that service to you than a man with first-hand experience, Dr. Proctor.
Thanks, Mean Gare. Lonely, frustrated, tired of being alone? Worry no more. Master Dating has satisfied millions of customers. Here's just a few.
I never used to. I never did. But now I master date. And I'm glad I do.
Hey, even macho guys master date.
You're never too old to master dates, you pencil neck geeks.
Remember, Dr. Proctor knows that master dating doesn't spread disease. Don't let this opportunity slip through your hands. Just pick up the phone and dial 1976 GRIP. Master Daters, you just can't beat it.
All right, wrestling fans, here we are, back at the action here at the Holy Dome, the Church of the Squared Circle, in a non-title match. Shorty Cullums versus Killer Carr. Shorty, the champ, slingshots Killer's neck off the top rope, came for an elbow smash and missed. Now he's in a heap of trouble. Killer's booting the boots to him. Killer picks Shorty up by a few hairs, gives him a noggin butt. And there goes another cranium butt by the Killer. Killer picks him up for one more noggin butt. Shorty goes into the ropes, comes off, and Killer picks him up for the airplane spin. I don't know how this Killer can do it. He's got to be in fantastic physical condition. He looks somewhat drained, but what's this? A fan threw a foreign object into the ring. Shorty picked it up. What's he going to do with it? He's coming across the ring, but Killer stopped him at the last minute and flung him across the ring. Killer Carr now has the foreign object. Scott, I didn't see it. Schneider saw it though and made him drop it. Shorty picked it back up, went after him, and Killer gives Shorty a quick victory roll for a quick 3 count. Bingo, bango, bongo. How do you like that, wrestling fans? Killer Carr with a major upset in the Northeast Wrestling Association, defeating the world champion Shorty Cullums. And I do believe this entitles Killer to a title match with the short one. We're going to be right back, wrestling fans.
Based on that last match you've just seen, the man next to me deserves a title shot. Killer Carr.
Thanks, Mean Gary. Without a doubt, this is a big day in my career and a big day for the NEWA. Now, Mean Gary, as you know, I've wrestled all across the country. I've wrestled in Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, and everywhere I go, I am always asked the same question, which is, aren't you from the wrestling league whose world champion is a fidget? That's right. Shorty Cullums, the little dude, the man from Munchkin Land, is some way the heavyweight champ of the NEWA, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to me, it's embarrassing to Disco and fighting, and it's embarrassment to the fans, and I intend to do something about that today. I'm going to get in that ring with Cullums, I'm going to take care of him, I'm going to win the title, and I'm going to send him back to Munchkin Land where he came from. In fact, as I leave the set, I'm going to have Matt put on a song that they're going to be singing in Munchkin Land about Shorty after our match.
From now on, you'll be history. You'll be his. You'll be his. You'll be history. And we will glorify your name.
Now available from the NEWA, official wrestling ring and sports action figures. Included with your ring is announcer Al Latois. All of your favorite NEWA stars are available at only the finest department stores and saloons. You may also purchase the optional chicken wire cage for a real gory main event. Just think, you could pit Macho Bob against Disco Dick in the cage and control the outcome. We do recommend you try this in your living room, so buy yours today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Holy Dome in lustful Northeast Minneapolis for the NEWA, the big time of professional wrestling. I'm Al Latois, and this is Scott, your referee. Your play-by-play, Matt Burns. And now, from Elbow Lake, Minnesota, at 271 pounds, the amazing Killer Carr. And now, in the ring to my right, the NEWA champion from Battle Creek, Michigan, at 5 foot 4 1/4 inches short, Shorty, the little dude, Cullums. Take it away, Matt.
All right, thank you very much, Al Latois. That was a mighty fine introduction. as we see the grapplers go to the center of the ring for an introduction by the referee.
Ring the pan.
We get the signal from the referee, Scott. I didn't see it, Schneider, the third man in the ring.